Rolling.
I'm a bit of Engabus.
We're going to Ibiza.
Back to the island.
What?
That's what he said.
You're going back to the island?
Back to the island?
He's going back.
Saying?
You know what island he's going back to, don't you?
Northern Ireland.
No,
Island.
that fucking
Northern
Peter
Ireland, yeah.
Didn't Trump, hasn't Trump just come out and said that? No, hasn't Musk just come out and said Trump was on the island, or like...
Yeah,
of course.
We need to say that in the
We
film.
knew he was on the island anyway.
But Musk...
There's records of it.
But Musk being an absolute nightmare on Instagram on Twitter going, just to let you know, he is on the list. What
it's
happened?
the fact that, we'll come back to it. Right, are we ready?
Alright, 3.
Right, I need a fucking intro thing.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go!
Carlos and Nazi. Anyway, hello, welcome.
Wait, we can't start with that, surely.
Why?
Because I'm clearly not. I'm not. Well,
Clearly not.
clearly not.
Your SS uniform is in the house, drying up.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to what we're going to call season 3 of the Three Wise Men Couldn't Make It podcast. Sorry, I didn't mean to out you. So season 2, we had some difficulties. We had personal stuff going on. It was all over the show, but we're back. We've got an agenda. We've got things we're going to do. So we're going to do topical episodes mixed in with mini-series, mixed in with the odd personal thing. And we're going to be back on the regular. So this is the first episode, and this might be a topical one. I did write one months ago, which was going to be all about the guys going into the Marvel Universe. Always topical.
Of course.
But we do have a more pressing subject. So I'd like to welcome you to the Three Wise Men Couldn't Make It podcast. I'm Pete. I'm joined by the living floater that is Carl.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
And the man who puts the S in STD, Rich.
That's me.
Are we happy?
I'm very happy.
All right, guys. Have we got any news? Any particular news?
What?
Like we want to get out? Or are we going to just...
I am missing the gig of my life, by the way, right now.
What's
the
that?
gig of my life.
Oh, yeah, me too.
the one guy out of Take That.
Yeah, so right now, I work on
down the road.
I work on the Cheshire Oaks, and it's their 30th anniversary for Cheshire Oaks. So, happy birthday, Cheshire Oaks! Please
Cheshire
Great.
Oaks.
So
Happy
please
birthday,
sponsor us,
Happy
MacArthur.
birthday, Cheshire Oaks.
Please sponsor us, MacArthur Glen.
Amazing.
Permanent
They're not
10% off
gonna.
everything.
They're not going to whisper way too much.
But when a few months, maybe a month ago, they announced they're doing this big party thing or something, and they said it's all mysterious who's going to go. So you never know who could go there. You never. Someone could be good.
You know it's going to be shit.
Yeah, but you never know because it could be someone shit that'd be actually quite fun to watch.
Like Louis Spence.
Yeah, Louis Spence. Obviously, you want to go watch him, don't you?
I'd be there now. I wouldn't be doing this.
Philip Schofield, he could be hosting it.
He could.
Obviously, you'd go watch that. But it's Howard from Take That. I love Howard from Take That. A member of Take That.
Howard Donald.
I've got something in my eye. Go on.
So
it's that STD.
So anyone who doesn't know Take That.
Never forget where you're coming from. That one.
To anyone who doesn't know Take That, or the songs of Take That, because you just fucking ruined most of them, which one was Howard?
He used the tall one with curly hair.
Was he binned off?
No, that's fucking
Rob
and fucking the other guy.
The little short fella.
No, Mark. No, Mark is still in it.
I don't know.
Jason
Orange.
Yeah, Jason Orange. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
So Howard is still in Take
Howard's
That.
still that. Yeah, it's
Jason Orange died.
Yeah, okay.
No, I don't know. Anyway, he's not there. God knows where he is. He's either.
I thought he died.
Probably dead.
Sure he did.
And then it's also Kimberly something. I don't know.
From the Sugar Babes.
Something like that, whatever. But it is but the main event was all mysterious. Like, who's it going to be? And it's a fucking Sugar Babes. Who the fuck wants to watch the Sugar Babes?
Well, it was never
Well,
going to be
I said that.
Coldplay or something like that, was it?
No.
Not
I
that
thought
one,
it might.
anyway,
I thought it might have been Steps because Lee, whatever his name is, he's from Ellesmere Port, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from
If it was tragedy,
Chester, I think.
I thought it might have been Gilbert O'Sullivan or something.
Who?
Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Who the fuck's that?
Fucking who the fuck's that? Well, Gilbert O'Sullivan.
No. I know who Gilbert O'Sullivan is, but I'd like you to explain
The relevant. Why
Gilbert O'Sullivan is.
He's a singer from the 70s and
God damn it!
the 80s. And...
But why would he?
I thought you just painted yourself into a corner then, Rich.
No, I know
by just mentioning a random fucking
I was
name.
sat in here listening to him last night.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're missing this because of you fuckers. That's why we're missing the gig of our
I'm
lives.
missing Howard Donald. But yeah, so the main topic is going to be the Marvel Universe.
Yep.
But some more pressing news has come up. So we want to be more topical. We want to get on it. Elvis is dead.
He is dead.
Yeah, the Beatles split up.
Yeah.
And there's been a great big fight between two of the biggest, largest, most unpleasant people on the face of the planet.
Also known as Pete's idols, who he famously loves both.
Also known as...
Yeah, and we know Donald Trump is a massive fan
of this podcast.
He did, well, if you go back to one of our episodes, he did message in, and Musk has messaged in.
Oh, yeah.
And I did the
Roman
salute to
Roman salute,
acknowledge him.
But
But
you got two massive egos, haven't they?
yeah,
But just before we start...
we'd like to recap. Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
but
sorry.
so just before we start, to remind these people where to find us, on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, These Nuts, all these. The Three Wise Men couldn't make it.
Yep.
All there. So check us out. Spotify, we're there. If you don't want to see our ugly mugs,
Sky News after this.
They're
Yeah,
ugly
you can
mugs. You can just listen to us if you want.
to.
Also, shout out to the Saddle as always.
We'll be back.
For letting us be back. We've not been there for a little while, but we
I
will
did
be
see
back.
Lee last week.
You are?
I saw Lee last week.
Oh.
So we've been back.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Lots
How's
of
his beard?
Massive.
Is it?
Okay, so...
Oh, also another thing. The download vlog will be out very soon. Obviously it's not download's not happened yet, but it's next week. I will get it published and edited as fast as possible to get out for you guys. I've told these guys production has begun already.
What the fuck's download?
Download is the biggest rock and metal festival in the UK.
No. I thought the biggest festival was tonight when Howard Donald was...
Sorry. Download.
Shreks
Download
and,
is the second biggest.
Yeah.
But keep your eyes out for that because the last one did amazing. So I'll let you guys know. Well, we'll let you guys know when it's out. It'll be out in a week and a half.
We're looking at solid 3 views.
Oh yeah. Well, the last one did
Solid.
okay. So hopefully.
I think we're going to at least get into double figures.
Oh, there you go. That'd be good for us.
Fuck off, Rich.
Yeah. But that's it for what you guys need to check out.
Okay, so before we dive into the Marvel Universe, as it were, would anyone like to go over what's happened this week? Because that's the big topic.
I do want to know.
Because it did kind of crop up, and we were talking about it, and we wanted to kind of discuss it. There's been a big fallout between the POTUS, the President of the United States, and his chief backer, or one of his chief backers, Elon Musk.
No, I thought these two were like best mates.
Buddies,
Yeah.
Well, it turns out Trump's got this, what he calls his big, beautiful bill.
Which is
like this legislation he wants to put forth, but it increases the debt, the American debt, by something like $3 trillion.
That's not much.
Which is not much if you're Elon Musk, you can pay it off, but it increases the American debt. But there's all kinds of weird... Look it up, there's all kinds of weird shit in there about AI and Trump taking over the courts and stuff like that. But Musk isn't pissed off about that. He's pissed off about the fact that it increases the debt.
how's that going to affect Elon?
It doesn't affect him, he doesn't care, but he likes to think of himself as like a
So he's been a nice
big crusader.
So he's been a nice guy.
Not really.
Is that what you're trying to say? He's being your hero.
Not really.
He's trying to.
Not really, mate. No, I think he's just ruined his reputation so much by being part of this government. He's fucked Tesla completely. They've lost billions and billions of dollars. People burning Teslas, aren't they?
Well, it's like you know, it's like
I think he's trying to claw back some
respect,
vague respect, because he's like cutting US aid. When he was part of this Doge thing, the department that he was in charge of.
I think the mad thing for me is though, like
these two are fighting like fucking children over Twitter now.
During Trump's like election, and you know his like rallies.
Yeah,
he was always fucking there, weren't he?
Jumping about
because
he's got his little hat on.
Because people in America love Elon,
salute,
but
they?
people, hey, don't be doing that. What are you doing?
Well, would you like to do that salute again? No, what were you doing?
No,
put your hand on your.
I'm not going to go. I'm not.
Anyway,
don't get banned.
He's the Nazi.
No, but you were just doing a little wave, weren't you?
Yeah, a little wave. Yeah. Don't get us banned.
Anyway, don't get me up. Right, anyway, but you see him there going like, "Oh, Trump's going to do all this and like stuff like that."
Mm-hmm.
Because people do love Elon Musk. They do.
They do.
And people love Trump. And
they
they're like,
do.
Fucking hell, these two people together. They could do amazing
so
stuff.
Wonderful, they could do amazing.
And then as soon as Trump comes out with all this like tariffs, which I'm still a bit confused as to what a tariff is.
It's like tax on stuff going in or out of the country.
It's because it's all about Trump's tariffs at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
And which is just blowing my mind because fucking Keir Starmer was there, weren't he? Going, yeah, you're doing all
trying to
great.
make a deal with him, yeah.
Because he knows it. Because if this tariff does come into place,
it's
just going to fuck everything.
Yeah.
Which is kind of not. It's not funny, but it kind of is a little bit because Trump's always been about we'll set if the tax, we'll get America back on top of the world.
Yeah,
and then he's just going to do all this shit and just ruin everything. Yeah. But at the same time, where Musk is like, oh yeah, back him, he's going to sort everything out. And then
fucked it completely.
Then it's the biggest I reckon they just have a fight. I don't know if we're in a fight.
I want a fight on Twitter.
That's the best way to have a fight nowadays.
He's implicated him in the Jeffrey Epstein files.
He said
he's in there.
Just so you know, the reason he's not releasing the list
is because he's on it.
Because he's on it. And we did mention this. We touched on this in a couple of episodes.
I just find it mad because
they didn't release anything.
Which is funny.
Stuff that was already out there.
What's funny is because when I saw that post about Elon tweeting about that thing about Trump being on this island, I was thinking surely that must have got took down, but they can't take it down because he owns the company.
He owns fucking Twitter.
Yeah. So
also, it's a fact that he was on the island because there are records of him being on flights to and from the island.
Have you seen how many people have viewed that tweet? It's like 100 million people.
Is it really?
Yeah, just viewed the tweet. It's ridiculous.
It is crazy, isn't it?
But
he owns the fucking
weird. It's weird.
The thing is though, if I was American, I'd be a bit. But because I'm from England,
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I can't run out of popcorn because I hate both of them. And
you must be loving this.
I fucking love it, man.
I remember maybe like 4 months ago, back when I was living with Super Pete. I found because don't get me wrong, I don't like Trump, but when he did that podcast with Joe Rogan, it was like 3 hours long, and it was amazing to listen to. Not because I liked what he was saying, because I found it so interesting what they were talking about. And then I was telling you about it, and you were like, "Fucking," because you were visibly getting angry.
He's sending people to not concentration camps, but to gulags.
He's
fucking pulling people off the street.
It's very rarely you'll get
literally. You can videos of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Rich talk.
I might upset you if I talk.
No, go do it. It's all about difference of opinions.
What do you think of it?
I don't actually know that. I haven't looked that deep into it. I'll be honest with you.
I'm obsessed with it, man.
He doesn't.
My background. I'll talk, and then you go and you. My background is I didn't know anything about it until I had a couple of fallouts with a very close friend who was very pro-Trump, and so I thought I'm going to look into this because I didn't like him, and I looked into it and I've become utterly obsessed with it. It's about. I listen to so much stuff about this political stuff. I like 2 hours a day on the latest because the news just keeps coming because it's crazy. And I'm convinced we're near the fucking apocalypse here, boys. But because it's fucking nuts. But
is he the bringer of chaos? Do you think?
Oh man, it's just Rich. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts.
As someone who hasn't listened to hundreds of hours of political podcasts.
To be honest, some things he says I agree with, some things I don't agree with, basically. And I don't get that deep involved in it. It's because I can't really give a shit.
Something like this, though, some things...
That's fair, though.
I'm not that interested in it.
I'm kind of the same as Rich, where some of the stuff he does say, I do agree with.
I agree with that.
For me, his views on the military. The way
you don't like the trans people in the military?
No, not that. But no, saying
changing the names of all the battleships.
No, not that. But when he was saying all this stuff with Ukraine and stuff like he wanted to get it sorted, so he put an end to it straight away, trying to put an end to it, and then looking after the troops. All that bit of him saying, he's come out and said some stuff trying to. So I don't know what's true, what if he's going to act on it. But the way he spoke about trying to look after the troops stuff, I quite liked.
Yeah, no,
but flip it. He just isn't going to do it, is he?
He was going to solve it in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And he just fucking roasted Zelensky.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. Trump is a fucking gangster. He is.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, because he's
sitting money out of him. He wanted his land.
Because Trump and that Zelensky or something like that.
Zelensky,
yeah. Trump sat him down, got all the fucking cameras pointed at him and told him off like a child.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
Didn't he? Coming in here dressed like that.
Yeah.
Into my
Dressed in
office.
your military uniform.
Trump is an absolute gangster. He can say what he wants, and that's the kind of thing. Not that I like him, but I'm like,
He's the poor fucking guy who's been invaded.
I know, but it's
Like
just,
having a go at fucking the head of Poland in 1939.
it's just that he sat there like, oh, I'm talking. To a bloke that like
Where's your
45.
Why aren't you wearing a suit?
Where's your suit?
When I saw
strange,
that,
man.
I was fucking howling laughing.
Unreal, man.
Oh, man.
Unreal.
We've
We've got a good spectrum here. We've got Rich who doesn't give a fuck. You're
I
interested.
don't know enough to
Yeah.
give a fuck. That's the thing. I think it's not just that.
It's only because I've been kind of pushed into it,
I just don't know
and I
enough.
found it so it's utterly fascinating.
Yeah.
To me,
I just find it. I just find it
insane
so,
shit is real.
I find it so funny.
Yeah.
I really do. Even stuff like so they've got so Trump like I don't know what they call it, a something day, you know, where he sits down and he says yes or no to things that
Oh,
move
yeah,
forward.
yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. But even going through because you just see Trump fucking just signing and
Signing shit off.
yeah, but even something like
Like signing amendments and
yeah,
stuff like
but
that.
like one of them I saw it on Twitter. I saw like a video of it because I think it was on the protest state of like the law of bringing back plastic straws.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he made a big thing about it.
Made a
Roll
massive thing about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Now,
Who gives a fuck?
environmentally, yeah, it is a big thing. But they were going, it doesn't really affect it. So we just signed it. But they're making a big thing about going, we're going to bring back plastic straws. I'm like, is that really what you want to be trying to fix right now?
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
But it's like we'll fix plastic straws, but if you look gay, we're gonna chuck you in a fucking gulag. So don't worry about that. But we'll fix plastic straws.
But don't
boys.
worry,
And
you
we're
can
gonna
have a
chuck
milk.
it in there
But don't,
with cardboard straws.
but
If
don't
you've got
worry.
a certain tattoo, we'll chuck you in a fucking gulag in Venezuela.
But don't worry, if you have a milkshake from Mackey's, it won't go soggy anymore.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I'm all up for that. I'm all over that.
I'm supportive for that.
Totally.
That's why I love Trump, because he's bringing back plastic
Can I bring
straws.
my nerd
straws,
in
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
as it were? I've been reading. You know, my favourite comic book character is.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I've been reading that since fucking 1977, and Judge Dredd has always been a skit of American politics, just America, and how fucking wild it is. And the writers always wrote, okay, so America's into whatever, and they'll go fucking way beyond whatever subject it was and make it look so fucking stupid. We're now living in that.
Yeah.
This is Judge Dredd right now. This is the shit I've been laughing about for 50 fucking years. Is happening.
It's happening now.
This weird fucking a president's going on about fucking straws. 20 years ago I was laughing about that. Thinking, what a fucking stupid story. Amazing. Now it's a real thing.
Do you think, though, genuinely,
Insane.
seriously, do you think I don't think during Trump's reign there'll be a big war. I just don't think that's going to happen. Really, let's be realistic. I don't think it's going to happen because it would cause. You'll never have another world war. You won't have World War III.
You won't. Fucking
You
hope
won't.
not, no.
You won't. But I know as much as of a fool he is,
I think
there'll never be a mass
I think
war.
there's going to be revolt in America.
Do you reckon?
I do, Jack. There's that many protests going
Yeah,
on.
but the thing is though, like,
But I don't think
so
it'll be.
many people love him.
But
so
so
the
many
ne-
people fucking hate it.
But
He only won by like 51%.
I just find it nuts, man. But I love it.
But this fucking fight
We'll
is
go down in
amazing.
history.
Is amazing.
I can sit and watch him talk, and I
wanna
find
feel
him
it.
interesting. I do find I don't find him interesting. He's just animated, isn't he? And he's like
Everything
a
he
cartoon.
says
He's like a
is a
cartoon
lie.
character, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's like a film.
Yeah.
It's like watching a film. When you watch Rishi Sunak, you just go, or Keir Starmer,
Yeah,
telly off.
I'll give you. He's got charisma.
Yeah, he's got charisma.
He's got
He's
character.
a fucking massive liar.
I think if
But
he
you
literally
you're talking about
lies.
straws and we're like this.
yeah.
And
I think as well. I know. If he looked anything different,
It's an orange fucking old
yeah,
man.
it wouldn't
be the
be.
same, would
Yeah,
it?
but it's the way he looks as well.
We're
Yeah.
Judge Dredd
It's
territory.
everything-
We're literally in a
everything-
satire.
Everything about him is perfect
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
what's
for
happening.
what he is.
Yeah.
A weird fucking fat old man with an orange face, lying every word he says.
Oh,
Provable lies as well. Everything he says, almost everything. Say 9%.
I hope the viewers are enjoying us talking.
Sorry, I hate him.
I thought we were on there.
Yeah. So that's what's been happening recently.
So what's the latest?
News.
What was the latest tweet, guys? Have we got? I know we said the Epstein thing. I think it's cooled off a little bit.
Nothing. It's like I'll have a look now because I don't think really anything's happening. It's kind of. I think what happens.
We'll come back to this. By the way.
I reckon like Musk gets a bit pissed and just kind of goes and just tweets something because I just don't. He just retweets a lot of shit, which is just ridiculous.
Twitter is full of so much disinformation.
That's ridiculous
and lies, and it's provable shit as well.
I just love.
Because if you ask the fucking AI on it, Grok,
I love Grok.
You say, is this true? No. Who's the biggest supplier of disinformation on Twitter? Elon Musk. He'll fucking tell you.
Grok is.
He literally will tell you. He's programmed him that well that he will fucking call him out. But I was going to say, all right. There's a podcast I listen to. It's called the Political Beatdown. Right. Amazing. And it's a guy called Ben Midas. He was an ex lawyer. He's a political commentator, and it's a fella called Michael Cohen, who was Trump's right-hand man for like 10 years, and he went to jail for him. So it's fascinating hearing his perspective, because he was put into solitary confinement, all this shit.
Does he still like Trump?
No, obviously. He went to fucking jail from you moron. But
he must like him if he went to jail for
their
it.
Take on it, and he was saying today, look, between the two of them, if you're Elon Musk, shut the fuck up, because he's the president.
I think that's.
And he can send the ICE police for you, or the cops, or whatever.
Yeah. That's the thing, though.
Fucking had it,
but like I know
because it happened to him.
But I think the thing that's mad about Trump is you talk about Trump as a person, what he does, but you forget he's the fucking president.
Yeah,
sometimes you just forget it.
He's the most powerful man in the fucking world, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So if he wants to piss all over your chips, he's going to.
He will piss all over your chips.
If he wants plastic straws back, he's going to get plastic straws back.
If he wants radioactive straws that shoot fucking shit at you,
he'll
put it in there.
And it'll happen.
And you go, oh, well done, yeah, amazing. A great victory for President Trump. But if you're Elon Musk, shut the fuck up. Because as rich as you are,
as powerful you may be,
because one of the tweets he put out was...
You're not the President of the United States, are you?
One of the tweets he put out was, you've only got 3.5 years left. I've got 40 in my life. You've only got 3.5 years left as president. But you know what?
Shut up.
He's still the fucking president.
Yeah.
He could have like 3 weeks left. He'll fucking stick you in a jail cell, mate.
If he wanted,
shut up.
If he wanted, he'd have people around his house in 2 minutes and kill him.
I'm fairly sure he jobbed Epstein.
I find it mad. But I love listening about it.
It's mental, right? It's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Why I like it. It fascinates me.
I went away.
So it's real.
It's like a rabbit hole, isn't it? Going down a rabbit hole.
I went away for a lad's holiday, going camping. I was talking about playing poker and stuff like that. And because I had no signal
with
for
Donald Trump?
No, well, not with Trump, with Musk.
Was it a beautiful...
Beautiful
family gathering, beautiful holiday.
Beautiful tent.
As soon as I got signal again, the first thing that popped on was
beautiful signal.
Trump survives fucking gunshot. He got shot in the fucking ear.
Yeah.
Did he fuck?
Did he?
Do you believe in that?
I reckon he had
I don't
blood
believe
capsule and he went.
I do.
Do you think
no damage to his ear?
Do you think you staged?
He got shot in the ear by an AR-47 or whatever the fuck, AR-15, and there's no damage whatsoever.
He had a bullet.
Piss off.
He had a bullet hole, didn't he?
No.
Dragging him off, and he was going, "Hang on."
Yeah.
Hang
on. Let me get me shoes.
Yeah,
was one of them. Yeah.
So
I'm traumatised from being shot.
See,
he wants his fucking shoes.
And he wanted to wave.
And wave and go, whoa!
This is another thing that bothers me about him. I can't remember what it was.
And all the fucking close security guys just let him go, oi! And put his head up above the fucking parapet.
You know, during that shooting, a guy died, didn't he? He was like a firefighter or something, but he was behind him or something. But what would have bothered me is during that speech, he went, just before I start my, his fucking rallies or something, I just want to send my condolences to the family who was shooting. From a person, I just want to say sorry. I'm not going to bang on about it. I thank him for his thingy. But he didn't do that. What he did was he put a fucking mannequin behind him. He put a mannequin behind it with the guy's uniform on there and went
and give it a hug.
I walked over. I put his fucking arm on. I went like,
You killed him, you prick.
Yeah, but the audience is like... But I was like, fucking arsehole! You've done that just to put all these fucking MAGA fucking maggots...
To be honest, that is debatable. We don't know, but I believe it's fake.
But I believe the guy died. But the way he went around it is such a Trump thing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
who'd get away with that 20 years ago? I fucking know one.
You'd go, what you doing? That's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
But the fact he went like that, I'm like,
kick him in. I love to kick him in.
I didn't see any of that, to be honest.
He's just fucking wild.
I hate him.
Anyway, should we move on to our main topic? Because we could talk about this fucking all day.
Well, you two could. I'm sort of like
out of
the loop.
I find it wild.
I hate him.
Pete hates him. I just find him entertaining.
Yeah.
He doesn't affect me whatsoever, which is a bit selfish, but I don't know about you.
I'm kind of the same. I find it kind of entertaining.
Did you, if you want to go to America, there's warnings now about...
Yeah, there is.
UK citizens going to America saying don't go.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you might get stuck in a fucking gulag.
Wait, let my mummy work. I'm going to book a holiday tomorrow.
Because they're discouraging you to go to America. It's like a prison. They send you to Venezuela where you go to this horrible prison. You get the shit beaten out of you for 24/7.
Well, that sounds cool.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted. That was my dream, to go to America.
Would you go now?
No. What the fuck? I don't want to be like detained.
Is it because you're gay?
And I'm gay.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
I wish I was gay. We've run over a bit with the diatribe between Arsehole 1 and 2. So, the Marvel stuff, we're going to do another couple of episodes on. I'm sorry, MCU fans, but you missed out on an appearance from Stan Lee. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. The real Stan Lee.
The real Stan Lee.
Doctor Strange brought the cape. Not even joking. And us boys getting sort of involved in the MCU in the worst possible way. But so we figured we're gonna keep it short, keep it sweet,
because that's gonna be a full length episode.
Yeah, that's gonna be a couple of full length episodes. Yeah. I think. So this is what we're doing. We're rolling that way. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some dumbass games.
Yeah.
Roll out, and then the next episode is this man's birthday.
Look how he's getting old, man.
Look at him.
He's 34.
35. These little things look like my beard now, don't they? These grey.
No, these are his testicles. That's what it is.
That's what.
They're quite small.
Did you know that? That's what they are.
Yeah. You can smell them.
They probably can't see that.
So we're gonna just dismantle birthdays. I think.
Yeah.
What's your perfect birthday?
Oh,
that kind of shit.
Yeah. What's the best birthday present you've ever had?
What do you want to lick on your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Trump on your birthday? No.
Do you do a big Trump on your birthday?
Yes.
There's nothing better than a birthday poo, is there?
No.
Do you want to do an impersonation of Elon Musk on your birthday?
Well, yes.
Right. Anyway,
move on. Okay,
anyway,
I
sense a segment coming up. I think it's a bit of liar.
Time for liar.
Drop that jingle. Liar! What are you bloody lying for? Right.
Okay. Oh,
You're the detective, right?
So,
Whenever you're ready.
Hang on. Let me just get my pad. Can we cut this out, Rich? Because it's very unprofessional.
No. I like unprofessional. Have I got to do all of them?
Of course you have.
You're doing a hemming and hawing, mate.
I want a horn.
Okay, right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Liar is essentially nicked from a famous BBC TV show. But
that shall not be named.
That shall not be named.
Involving people lying.
Arguably, they nicked it from us.
I think they have.
Check your timelines.
Yeah, anyway.
Regardless,
yeah,
we probably nicked it from them. Okay, so what me and Carl are going to do? We're going to tell an outrageous, arguable lie each, and Rich has to guess who
they're not both lies, surely.
Well, one's the truth.
Arguable lie.
Yeah.
I mean, one is the truth, one's the lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard it put that way before.
Yeah. So this week's subject.
Yeah, what's the subject?
This week's subject is embarrassing stories that have happened with the public. So you've been in public and something is embarrassing has happened.
The people outside the
I love shit like that.
Yeah. So each going to tell an embarrassing story.
Okay, if something has happened to you,
Yeah.
and I've got to work
Yeah,
out
you got to work
if
out
you're
who
telling
it is.
bullshit or
Yeah.
you're telling the truth.
Correct.
So now you decide you want to go first.
So I'm gonna tell you my title.
Yeah. I'll tell you
and
my
Carl
title,
will tell you his
and
title.
then you pick.
And then you can pick.
Does it involve Donald Trump?
Unfortunately,
No.
not.
No.
I wish it did. And
No.
him be kicking him in the bollocks.
Okay.
They're probably like way down.
They probably are.
He's like 78, whatever. Right, carry on. Carl, would you?
I shit myself in the arcades.
In the
Like
The arcades.
Yeah.
Where's the arcades?
In the,
no. It's like a Pac-Man arcade
oh,
in an arcade.
arcades. Yeah. You shoot yourself.
I shit myself in an arcade.
I shit you not.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Well, that's ironic because I shit myself in front of about 20 people.
Okay.
Who would you like to go first?
Do you want to pick us like a detective, like a Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock Holmes?
Carl, fire away.
Okay.
Please do.
Famously,
You're not really smoking that. Though. That's not a real pipe.
It is a real pipe.
Famously, I get myself into certain situations where we're travelling and I really need the toilet.
Who's
Travelling.
Like, in a car. Or I just I've got to go to the toilet. Like, it happened when I went to Leeds, where I was going to piss myself, and I pissed in a big litre, and I filled a litre glass of wine. I filled
a bottle of
wine. But I get into these kind of situations where I'm like, I've got to go. And if I've got to go, I've got to go.
Man's got to go.
It's just one of those things. There's been times where I've not been caught short, but I've been very close to be caught short.
Well, you have been caught short.
But
If you're
this-
pissing into a fucking wine glass.
Yeah, but at least I
have been
didn't.
caught
Yeah,
short.
but I didn't piss myself.
Can we do a side note here to the wine bottle thing?
Yeah.
He asked my niece if she would touch it, and he'd give her, was it £10?
No,
Oh,
not my penis.
No,
we actually
the
done this one,
hot
didn't we?
bottle of
The hot
piss.
bottle of piss.
Yeah, because it was hot, and I was like, "Can you hold it?" And I thought it was. I paid £10
That seemed
for
like the
it.
biggest waste of money in
It
the
wasn't.
fucking world.
It was hilarious. Anyway, this story was.
Carry on.
I must have been about. I'm gonna guess 15, maybe 15.
So
And-
last year.
Yeah,
So not that long ago.
and I was going to like a Pontin. I think it was like a Haven or Butlins or something like that with my nan and granddad and Leah. And if I said to them, if I wouldn't like go, oh, I need the toilet unless I needed it. If I was with my nan and granddad, because obviously in older people, and I wouldn't want them to stop unless I necessarily had to. And I was going to like Haven or Pontins. So anyway, so I'm getting there. I said to granddad, I was like, I really need a toilet. He was like, okay, son, we'll find somewhere soon. But there was, because where it was it Prestatyn or something maybe? Something like that.
Press what in?
Prestatyn or something.
Press what in?
But
I'm not
I tried to
pressing
press it in. Anyway, so I get there and I'm like, this is close. This
You're pinching.
I'm pinching. My arm. It's like
Sweating
It's like
as well.
sitting on a cigar.
Yeah.
I was like growing a
Bulldog's
tail. Yeah. But we're pulling up and like they're checking all in, the passes to get into the park. I'm like, I've got to go, but I don't know where. We've never been before, so I can't exactly just get out and go because I don't know where I'm going. So we get through, and this guy, he's taking fucking. I'm like, oh my god.
The barrier.
The barrier.
He's reliving it here. Look at
So-
his,
Look
look at his little legs going.
So we finally
Yeah.
get down there,
beautiful.
and I'm like, I've got to get out. And so my granddad went, we'll park around there, just go find somewhere. So I jump out. I'm like, I don't know what I can't. There's like a Papa John's, there's Burger King, stuff like that. But because they're just at a park, they're not
In
going to have to.
Pontins.
Yeah, because
Amazing.
it was a big park, and I was like, I can't find anywhere. So I found the first doors I went in, and it was an arcade. But I'm not even joking. I didn't go like just. I'm I'm genuinely like a comedy sketch.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Can you do it again?
I was like genuinely. But people who saw me clearly knew what was happening.
Anyone looking up this guy on Hinge, look up this.
I was 15 by the way. I'll put that out there.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. So I finally get to the toilet, but it was kind of too late. Just as
Had you pooped your pants?
just as I got to the, I was still in the arcades, but maybe where maybe just a bit further where you are, I did shit my pants.
You were literally like 3 foot from the toilet.
But it was that bad.
Like Pac-Man, and he comes round the corner and he gets eaten. His.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a
I
complete.
don't remember Pac-Man shitting himself though.
It wasn't like a complete
It was the
mess.
first time.
Yeah.
I didn't make a complete mess because when you ask, but I didn't shit all. It was just a little bit of.
Yeah.
But what I had to do was, I went in there, sort myself out. It didn't go everywhere. It wasn't my legs or anything. It was just a bit in my boxes.
So
You know
what
what
that
I mean?
saying means that I didn't shit all. I did shit all last night. Is
Yeah.
that what it means?
Yeah, well, yeah, really, yeah.
Shit.
So
You've done a little
what
bit,
what
but
I
it
did,
didn't all come out.
what I know this is gross, but what I did was, did my business, but obviously I couldn't put my
In your
boxes
pants.
back on. No,
Did you
but,
use your
You're
sock?
playing pack.
no. I sat down, had a normal shit, used toilet roll, but I couldn't put my boxes back on. So what I did was I got my boxes, wrapped them in like a square, kind of folded it, then wrapped it round in toilet paper. Walked out because there's no bin, for some reason, no bin in the toilet. Wrapped it round,
You've done this once before in McDonald's.
and
Yes.
I went into the arcade.
Sock.
It was pretty much the same thing, and I wrapped it around in toilet roll, and I just kind of walked out and binned it. And I think a few people saw me, and I think they knew what I did. So I kind of ran out. I just sprinted, and hopefully no one ever
Well,
saw me.
you were trapped in Pontins then.
Yeah.
So
Well,
everyone knows you're the arcade shitter.
yeah, but I'm also
Your
I'm also
rep is preceded
I'm
you.
also an utter legend, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. So that's my public embarrassing
Is it,
story.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Are you though?
People know that.
Okay.
So
Rich,
that's my
what do you-
story.
Okay, what do you think of that, Rich?
I'm just gonna
Mull it
let
over.
that sink in, mull it over
And listen
while
to
you
it. Yeah.
while you tell your story.
Well, would you like to quiz me, or do I have to tell the whole story?
And then you just
That's up to you.
tell your story,
All right. So,
and I will quiz you once I've heard it.
I was
I'll
at
quiz
the
you before
Leeds
I've heard it,
Festival.
can I?
2003. Indeed. It was the first festival I'd been back to for years. I hadn't done festivals for years because we'd had kids. So it was Metallica and Linkin Park were headlining. That was the incentive. Amazing. However, when you're in a festival, you're drinking beer, you're eating shit food, right? All the time.
It's going straight through you.
It's straight through you. It's straight through you. So they have these banks of portaloos, and you all queue up outside, and all these. The worst thing about it, and this is a side note as well, too. You see all these really gorgeous women, or men, queuing up outside. They've got bog rolls under their arms. You think, ugh.
You know exactly
Fucking
what you're
horrible,
going to
innit?
do.
Where are you going?
It's horrible, man. Anyway, regardless, I went into Portaloo. I queued up, went in the Portaloo, and then someone tried to get in the Portaloo because people are invariably pissed. So I just had on the door, and the fucking lock failed. Shut up, Carl.
I know what this is going.
So I'm mid poop. I mean, the Portaloos aren't great anyway, are they?
No.
As a rule, they're not great. So I'm and I stand up like that, like, oh fuck, and like the little bit of a plop falls out as I'm stood up, and obviously there's a fucking queue of people in front of me,
And they've seen you.
and there's a queue there, and there's a queue for that fucking Portaloo, and do you know how many people laughed
All of them.
as I slammed the door shut?
How old are you then?
33. It's 2003. I'm an old man.
That's hilarious.
Do you know how many people laughed? One.
One person laughed.
Yeah. You went, like that. The rest of them, look, because you're in that queue. You're fucking stony faced, aren't you?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
You're
thinking.
staring
I've gotta-
fucking
I've
ahead of
gotta go in
yourself.
that
I've
now.
got to go in there.
Yeah, you
There's
have.
shit on the floor, and I've got to go
But
in it.
a little drop went in my pants. But I sorted it out, went out. But it was like you shut the door and you walk that way.
Even
don't you?
though,
Walk a shit, fucking that
yeah,
way.
you want to make sure no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head down, fuck off. But I hate queuing up for them to hate it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Awful.
Yeah.
Especially if it's been raining. If it's been raining, because if it's dry, some of the mud will be slightly wet from piss. It just naturally is,
Yeah.
but it's not gross. It's just a bit of wee in it. If you're wearing big
Yeah,
walking
but
boots,
you go
yeah.
in ones and there's like
But
shit,
it's just shit
smeared up on it.
everywhere.
It's fucking awful.
Hence why
Not
I don't
always.
go to places
Not
like
always.
To be fair,
download's pretty clean.
Download is the cleanest. It's known as one of the cleanest. Leeds was bad.
Awful.
Leeds
Which
is
is
awful.
Leeds. So
But do you know why I think it is? Because then there's a lot of younger people, so they don't really give a shit.
shit it up.
But because there is a larger older audience at download, maybe 30 plus. I reckon the average age of download is probably about 30.
I'd say so.
Probably about, because there's a lot of older people. There
And
is still
younger
young
people.
people, but there's kind of that middle ground. So there is kind of a level of respect. at
But
download.
fucking
But at
Leeds, 'cause
Leeds, it's a load of fucking teenagers
by
that
and
just
large-
don't give a shit.
There are a lot of older people, but it swings towards the younger.
The scales way to a
Yeah,
younger audience.
Regardless, that's my story, and I'm not proud of it. And I know a worse story about a friend of mine who did way worse in the same situation, but that's regardless of this.
That's for another time.
That's for another time. So, Rich, do you want to pry us with your questions? Or do you want to fake smoke your pipe for another 40 minutes?
I'll just see us out with this.
That's terrible acting. That's
It is, isn't it?
awful.
I'm watching Carl's
He's not
acting from last
even
time.
like taking a talk
Because
on
Paul's
it.
been sucking on it, he'll fucking
I'm
spit
just
in
like,
it.
It's probably full of spit in it. It's full of spit.
Like a spittoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm listening to Carl's and I'm thinking he's making the story up off the McDonald's story where he shit himself and he had to wipe his arse on his sock.
With a sock.
So he's thinking, oh, I've got a
Slight
I've
variation.
got a blueprint of a story already. I'll just add in me granddad, and he'll call me his son.
Granad.
Call me son.
Call me son, which I thought was a bit weird. Fucking strange.
Yeah.
No, James goes, don't worry, son.
No,
It's
my
fine.
son. You're not my son.
Well, that's no, but
Yeah.
I don't
you
know.
would call someone son.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. But
That's the one bit about that story. That's a bit strange.
that's a bit strange. It makes sense, but why would you? Yeah, why would you go into an arcade first? You think of all the places you think I'll go into, like, what was it, Taco Bell's or something?
Papa John's.
there'll
Gotta be a
John's,
fucking
gotta be a
bog
toilet
in
in
Papa
there.
John's.
I wouldn't go.
Why am I picking
wouldn't-
your
yeah.
finger pot?
I wouldn't look and
What?
go, I'm going to go in the arcade. There must be a shitter in the arcade. But it still sounded quite plausible.
That's plausible.
Pete's, the bit of poo coming out sounded a bit over the top.
There was only a little bit.
It's a little bit of poo.
I mean, it could, frankly, could have been my imagination. The whole thing was so embarrassing,
yeah.
and I was mid poop.
But I can imagine that happening because them doors are shit.
Fucking awful.
Them
They
doors.
pretty much, they don't have locks on. If the door's
They
shut,
do. They've got that thing that comes down.
Yeah, but a
if
lot
you
of the time
pull that
they've-
hard enough.
yeah, it'll break.
It's coming off.
It'll break.
Me and Gaz go camping now and then to this place in Broxton, and they've got 4 portaloos, and you stand having a piss, and you're holding the thing behind you.
Yeah, you've got to.
Because somebody's going to... It only takes somebody to pull it, and it
Or you
opens.
put your foot on the door. So if someone tries to think, at least
You
you've got
can't
a
put
bit
your
of
foot on
pressure.
the door when you're having a piss, though, can you?
No, but if you know, if you're dropping
door, to be
trout,
fair.
you can at least put your foot on,
Yeah,
or
if
at
you
least put a
sit-
hand on
if
there
you're
to
having having a dump, you can.
I
Yeah.
didn't do that, to be fair. It's the guys who leave it there, and all you need to do is do that with the little handle thing. Go.
I know,
Just fucking leave it
but
looking at you.
but
It's horrible.
exactly what you've done, because I've seen it. I've seen it happen to other people, where they're like, oh, because people would naturally just go, sorry, mate.
But you've
But-
done it yourself.
Yeah.
You should go around. You
Yeah.
go testing the
Yeah.
doors, don't you?
Yeah.
You do it.
Because
I've done it. And then invariably someone goes, fuck off!
Yeah, and you go, oh, someone in there, move on to the next one. Right, I've got to come to some sort of conclusion here.
Do you need Dr. Watson? Or some kind of...
Sidekick
Yeah.
to kind of like,
No.
have you made no?
No. I have made me some...
Do you need Elon Musk? Because he's quite clever, apparently.
Yeah, and I could have Trump.
Allegedly.
Trump could come and help me out
You're
here.
fucked then, aren't you, mate?
He's good at lying.
He's
Oh,
very good at
He'd be
lying.
good at this game, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
He would
he'd
be.
amazing.
No, we'd just go, lying.
Before he even starts,
Provable
Lying.
fact. Provable fact,
Lying.
dickhead.
so you go, so he goes, so no,
Lying.
don't line.
Beautiful,
Lying.
and a beautiful poo.
We'd have to get Jimmy Nail in. He's lying.
You lying.
He's
That's
lying.
a very dated reference.
That is very dated. Not many people will get that, will they?
I got it.
You got it. You didn't, did you?
So who's lying? Who's telling the truth?
You and Mr.
I'm gonna
Big Son
say-
was fucking awful.
I'm going to say you're lying. And Peter's kind of the truth. Kind of the truth.
Would you like to?
Should we do a drum roll? I said, should we do it?
Do a
Should we
drum roll.
Just me.
I didn't want it.
I am
Tell the truth.
telling the truth.
Ah! Joking.
I did shit myself in an arcade.
I did not shit myself in front of 20 people.
You didn't.
Oh, the scenario, entirely possible. And it was based on one of my friend's scenarios.
The reason why there wasn't anything in there, because when you go somewhere like that, it's just, if it's a Burger King, it's just kind of like a till. There's nothing there.
There's no fucking
There's
actual
no.
shop.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just there.
Oh, like a food court.
Yeah, like a food
Ah,
court. So there's
right,
no
okay.
actual toilets. So I went in there. It was like, oh, fuck, there's nowhere, and there's just a toilet. So I had to run
I get
through
it.
through the arcades. And as I've been going through, I went, oh fuck. So that
I was originally going for yours as true, and then I changed my mind.
embarrassingly, I was
Yes,
telling
fam.
the truth.
That means you're on next week, Rich. You're still.
No, it goes back round. If you fail the wheel of waffle, you're next week. But this keeps going round, the liar.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. Okay,
Because I think next, you're liar. You're the detective, I think, next week.
that's fine.
No, I'm the detective next week. Yeah, I'm next week because he goes
This
that
is
way.
very confusing.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Anyway, got it wrong.
Go and give
Got it wrong,
someone
yeah.
some fucking milk tray.
I
Right,
know.
what we do next?
I think we've got time for one more segment.
Is it
The best segment of all. The one that we love dearly to
I
our
swear
hearts.
to Christ, if it's me, I'm walking out.
It is the Wheel of Waffle. Ooh, play that jingle.
Welcome to
The Wheel of Waffle.
Right. We don't like the wheel of waffle, do we?
You're doing it.
Right,
That will be decided by the other wheel of
the
waffle.
other wheel. Right, let me get this wheel.
Right. We have a
2
wheel
seconds.
which decides
Yeah,
which
who
one of
is?
us three
Yeah.
is going on this stupid fucking thing here.
I've got a 33.3%.
Remember, I've
chance.
got a bit of vertigo going on. It might seem a bit.
Don't fuck now.
Do I seem a bit not
That's
with it
all right.
tonight? No.
I love the. I
I've
love
definitely got a bit of
that.
vertigo.
It's so good. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
You join us for the Wheel of Waffle.
Hey!
Willie the Waffle Whale.
Look at him. He's up there.
Look
Give
at
us a
the
little.
whale.
there.
Show the whale.
Give us a little jiggle. Give us a little. Look at him, little Willie over there.
Willie's
Willie's
excited.
He-
Willie's excited.
he
Why
loves-
does he hold on with a bit of like copper wire
Of course.
out of a plug?
I know.
What is that about?
Look, come on, Rich. Just
Come on, don't fucking.
don't spoil the
Don't
illusion.
You know what I mean?
Glue it on for you or something.
Well,
Well, I didn't have that.
no, put,
You know what, it
that's
doesn't
right. No,
matter.
it's just ruined. Do you know what I mean?
But when he goes
Could
in,
you-
the lights
Why
not
didn't you go
working.
and fucking ruin the special effects in every fucking film?
Yeah.
We are going to do that. Don't worry.
We literally are.
Right. Let's just bring it back a second.
Oh.
3, 2. Welcome.
doing it. What are you
No.
No, that's twice.
I was
No,
trying. No, I was
He's going
trying.
for you. Yeah, look at him.
Look at
Yeah.
him. He's horrible.
Right.
Popo, can you explain how this works?
It's
Wheel
just
of
like
waffle.
this is like Donald Trump's tie. Look,
Yeah.
you like. Yeah.
Struggling
It
with
looks.
So what we do, we spin the wheel of fortune here.
Yes.
Who has to spend 5 minutes talking about whatever random crap is on this wheel?
Now, this wheel was decided by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
None of us have decided this. It's completely random topics. If your name pops up on this wheel, you have to do the Wheel of Waffle. If you do any ums and ers, and you can't complete the
You're
5
out.
minutes, you've got to do it again next week.
Yep.
You failed.
Also, me and him have done it twice.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rich has
I
not
mean,
fucking
hasn't
done
done it
it.
at all.
And I bet you he isn't going to do it this time.
it's me,
Because it's
I'm
not going to happen.
Fucking off.
So what do we have on this wheel? Should we
Well,
say
it's a
before?
bunch of stuff.
So we have
Random topics,
like what is
Books,
Sleep
history.
versus being awake.
the birds and bees, history, books, food and cooking.
public toilet
Winning the
rules.
lottery jackpot.
Yeah, loads. The
And,
apocalypse.
and whatever that is there.
The apocalypse, or whatever it is.
What
'Cause,
is that
Public
picture though?
toilet.
but
What picture?
That's that. That's
Well,
a
no, the apocalypse.
that's a house on
It's
fire.
a piece of square pizza.
That's fire?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
fire.
that was a piece of pizza.
Right, should we?
Fucking
Should we spin this wheel?
Hang on.
What's that say?
Rich.
Worst habits.
Worst habits.
I've got a serious problem. Can we focus in? Is there any way we can't? Can we? The birds and the bees. That is the worst drawn bee I've
That
ever
is a
seen in
bad
my
bee.
That's a
fucking
good
life.
bee.
It's got a periscope.
It looks like a turd.
This is my drawing. This. I think that's a good drawing of a bee. I like that.
It
That
ain't.
bee there. That's a good bee.
And it's got a periscope.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think
fucking
it's a good fucking.
stripy shit with a periscope.
Go
Right.
fuck
Okay.
yourself. Right.
Go on.
Should we roll this wheel?
God, if it's me, I'm
Right. We're spinning.
gonna lose
We're
my
spinning.
shit.
Who's it going to be? Please.
Oh my god.
Oh! Yes! Yes! Finally! Finally, it's Rich!
You've rigged it.
I've not rigged that. How could I have rigged that? It's spun.
Right, Donald Trump
Oh.
isn't rigged, is it?
Yes! Finally!
Bastard.
I am so excited for this.
Oh,
I-
no,
I-
I'm
like,
dreading this.
I'm-
I am literally dreading it.
I can't wait for this.
I can't think of 5 minutes to talk about
5
anything.
minutes.
Right.
Right.
Hang on, Rich.
Right.
Let me just.
Let me just. Right.
Think
you be
about it.
fine.
Think about it. Right, okay.
5 minutes.
Just empty your mind. Empty your mind with what you thought.
Well, there's nothing in there anyway.
No.
It's just like fucking.
as soon as you see that subject, it's going to open up like a rainbow.
It's
I
going to
hope so.
open your pores. It's
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
open your orifices.
All my
Everything
orifices
is going to be open.
Right. Shall we spin this wheel?
You'll have to spin it. I can't spin the wheel.
Spin. Oh, fuck, she's like that.
Spin.
Right.
Fucking knack of the wheel of waffle.
Spin the wheel of waffle. No. Oh, you got a semi-easy one.
Apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse. That'll be alright, man.
You've got away with that. You've got away with that.
Don't know.
There's several apocalypses you can have.
There's so many. But I think when we need to make these a bit harder. Right, Richard.
I thought of a million immediately.
Yeah.
Right, ready?
Richard White. We have 5 minutes on the clock.
5 minutes?
5 minutes. We can't interrupt. It's you talking for 5 straight minutes.
Okay.
Can we go ha 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 or whatever?
Yeah, well, maybe a laugh now and then if he makes it funny.
Willie doesn't like
Willie,
him, but
he likes to listen, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, the apocalypse. What even is the apocalypse? The apocalypse is like prophesized to be the end of the world. All this fucking everything's going to go tits up. Things are going to explode.
Nicely put.
The waters of the sea are going to rise up, and they're going to take everybody out with huge tidal waves, 3 miles high. Is what they're going to be. That's how high they're going to be. Now there's an possible apocalypse going on right at the moment, which, funny enough, I was reading about before the podcast, so that's helped me out a little bit. Have anyone of you heard of pole shift?
No.
No?
Yes, actually.
Well, the poles are actually shifting as we speak.
You can't call them that.
The poles.
Know what I mean?
The poles.
Yeah.
Don't be racist.
Can you call them like Eastern
the
Europeans?
poles are shifting. The planets, the north and the south, are shifting. 50 miles a year at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
They reckon eventually they're going to get to a certain point where they'll flip. So it's going to be gradual, and then it's going to flip. Well, what's happening at the moment is 4 volcanoes have gone off in the last 2 days alone.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
What,
Earth, yeah. One in Italy, in Sicily.
what was the last one? There was a big...
There's one in Guatemala.
Yeah.
There's another one somewhere else, and I don't know where. Another one somewhere else. Massive earthquakes have started. Greece had a massive earthquake the other day. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
Some woman was on TikTok and she said, right, I'm picking up my babies, and she was there picking up her kids, and we're leaving Greece because we got rattled by this earthquake.
Is that the only evidence with that?
No. The Yellowstone National Park earthquake, super volcano, it's starting to rumble. Bits of fucking lava are shooting up out the ground, and it seems to be superheated. But if that goes off, have you ever watched the film 2012?
Yes.
That's all about the
awful.
super volcano. It is awful, and it's because 2012 is like years ago now, wasn't it? So when you watch it, you're thinking it's bullshit, this, because it didn't happen. And the Yellowstone, it looks like it's waking up. The ground is like getting really hot. Loads of sulphur's coming out of it, more than usual. And if that goes up, that's basically what they call a planet killer. So if Yellowstone explodes,
nearly halfway, Rich.
Goodbye to the planet,
doing well.
basically. Because it will send up a massive plumes of fucking dust and sulphur and all shit, which will then get into the jet stream and will circle the Earth. And then that will cause the sunlight to be reflected back into space and cause like kind of a nuclear winter on Earth. Now, if we get into a nuclear winter, we're all pretty much dead, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because all the plants are going to start to die.
We've all seen
and the animals will start dying. We've all seen it. We all know it's coming. And Donald Trump might be the one to cause all this because he's creating chaos everywhere. So he might be part of it.
He's anti-environment.
Don't know. He might be. He might not be. And what else could happen? Yeah, tidal waves.
What?
Have you never seen the other day in Switzerland? A mountain actually cracked in half. No? It was on the news. The mountain's cracked in half, and the glacier has come down and completely obliterated a whole village in Switzerland. Only one person died, luckily, because they seen it going on and what was coming. So if that's already happening, and then another theory is the planet Nibiru is returning. Have you heard of Nibiru? Planet X? The red planet? No? Years ago, millions of years, thousands of years ago, the Sumerians, blah blah blah, and they say there was this race of giants lived on Earth called the Anunnaki. Okay?
Right.
And then they left on their planet, which goes round our sun, but it takes so long, it's like thousands of years.
This seems like horse shit, but
well, when it gets back, have you never seen in the Egyptian hieroglyphs the big red ball? And it's got like wings round it. the big red ball.
Yeah.
That supposedly is Planet Nibiru, Planet X. There's loads of different names for it. Back in the 50s, somebody with a mad telescope in America, the official telescope, seen this red fizzing ball and said, I've heard the tape, and it's a genuine tape, it's heading towards Earth, and that will reach us. And I'm sure they said in the 2012-ish era. So it hasn't got here yet, has it?
No, we're
But
still waiting.
There's loads of videos coming out of America now with this, what looks like, I think it's the sun. But everyone's saying, that wasn't there, the sun's over here. They're showing that the sun is over there, because it looks like the sun's over there, but that can happen, can't it? Light refraction and all that shit.
Yeah.
So it does, they're all panicking, and like Nibiru's here.
5 seconds.
And at the end of the world is going to be Nibiru, all the Anunnaki are going to come back. And what it is, we've been mining gold for them, and they want the gold back.
That is the most insane shit I've ever heard in my life.
He fucking smashed that.
Of course,
absolutely. Of course, the one guy to get fucking apocalypse will be fucking rich.
Captain fucking UFO.
You fucking
smashed it out the park.
Captain Conspiracy.
You fucking got away with that.
That is,
You got away with that. If you got something like films that make you cry, you'd been fucked.
I don't know, you know.
Or something like Sleep versus
Mamma
Waking
Mia.
Up.
Sleep
That
versus
fucking makes
Waking
me
Up.
cry.
Yeah,
Yes, Sleep
I
versus...
think what we need to do is have a little think of some tough topics, really tough topics to try and. Because that was so easy for you.
Yeah.
Or
It wasn't...
you just smashed
You know
that.
what?
I must admit,
It was good.
when I started off, I thought, what am I going to talk about here? And it just pops into your head.
Is
doesn't
that thing about the giants a thing?
it? Yeah, Anunnaki. Yeah.
Uh,
Never heard of them.
No.
Really?
That sounds like something that a Marvel Comics thing. We go, no, fuck
No.
off, I'm not putting that in. That's
It's
a good
written in-
idea, but nah, it's
It's
ridiculous.
supposed to be written in ancient Sumerian texts and all sorts of stuff.
About
I mean,
That was
When's it
genuine.
coming?
That was genuinely interesting.
Yeah, it was actually. Was it really a mountain splitting off?
Yeah.
Not me.
It was about 3 days ago, and they've been watching it. And,
Rich was climbing it.
Do you know who did it? Do you know who did it?
What,
Trump.
No, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, yeah. him. Yeah. Or Batman. Man in Batman. A bit random.
That was.
He's got no powers, man. Chuck Norris, though.
Chuck Norris just looked at it.
He's looked at it and gone, yeah.
Do you know what- No,
I
what
need
he's,
to get through that.
no, what he's done is
Yeah.
Part that.
I'm not walking right over it. I'm going through it.
what he's done is he's had a bit of a drink, or he's had a bit of like a butty. He's got, and that cough has
Trump's
just
come out. Yeah.
just split it.
Exactly.
That
Amazing, Rich.
Was, do you know what?
Well, thank you.
Fucking well
Fair play.
done.
Fair
That was
play.
really
I
well done.
I never want to do this again, so I'm going to rig it somehow. I don't know
There
how.
wasn't one single or there, was there?
No, not one. Well, there might be a couple, but it was like, and then it was
No.
straight on. So it wasn't even a, it wasn't that.
Do you know when I struggled a little bit?
No.
And I saw that, and it reminded me of Planet X. It was just hovering there.
Is Planet X a big hairy ball?
Well, it's the fizzing, apparently fizzing. It says, I don't know, iron or something.
Well
I don't
done.
know that. Either way, amazing.
Well,
So we've got a bit of everything here.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You've had a bit of politics.
We've had Trump and Musk. We've had Planet X.
Right,
Planet
yeah,
X.
We've had shitting yourself in a fucking toilet.
which is pretty interesting to me.
I'd say so.
We've had why is that little fucking dolphin thing struck on with a bit of copper wire?
Willie.
And
Willie the waffle whale.
yeah, get his
So-
name right.
Oh yeah, I
He'll
forgot that.
fuck you up.
I think it's been a good episode.
It's been a great
we're back.
episode.
Season 3, consistency. No one's going off because there's like my arse is falling off.
Well, are you just going to do an episode while I'm away at download? I'd
We
like
could
you.
do.
Yeah,
Could
do it.
I'm going to remember.
Get
I'm
a
going
third.
away at the end of June for 2 weeks.
There you go. Well, why don't you?
We'll
While I'm
just
away.
fucking fill in.
Well,
Fill in.
yeah, someone to fill in. Get
What?
the current Mrs. Harper. She loves the podcast, famously.
She doesn't.
Get Lucy to fill in.
Lucy can fill
Yeah.
in. But yeah, we're back.
We're
We're going
back.
to be more topical, harder hitting,
Yeah.
punching
Straight between
hard,
the eyes.
right in your gooch.
Good little spank
Good
of
spank.
content
You're going to love it. You're going to be like sperming everywhere. Right.
everywhere.
Rich, Carl, where have you done like?
No, I'll say it again. I'll fucking say it again.
Say it again.
Right, where can you find us? First time you see the podcast is on the YouTube channel. The Three Wise Men couldn't make it. Then, shortly after, you'll find Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, Dee's Nuts, all them stuff. App, everything. We're on there.
Everything.
Alexa, if she's listening, just ask her, play the Three Wise Men Couldn't Make It. It'll play us. See, look, go on the Instagram. Find us on the Instagram. The Three Eyes Men couldn't make it.
The only place we're not on is TikTok.
Yeah, but we don't like TikTok, really. You like TikTok. I don't. I don't really like it, to be honest. But you'll find us on there. Instagram, I put shit on every now and then. I let you know what's happening day to day. You'll see stuff there.
This fuckhead's going to download without me.
Yes.
So follow that.
So hopefully when I'm away, these guys can record. And I can actually watch it back because
I'm going to record. I'm going to be so fucking angry.
Yeah. I will be filming. I'll be away, moshing to Green Day, to Korn.
Green Day.
I'll be all doing that, and I'm going to make it the most perfect vlog ever for you. So you've got a good hour plus of juicy, thick, creamy content.
Fucking face.
And you'll see me getting absolutely fucking battered pissed, which is the best thing to watch in the world.
Standard, really.
So thank you for listening. So for the people that have been regularly listening, we truly do thank you for listening.
Yeah, we're recalibrating.
We're trying to figure out what's perfect.
We're defragmenting.
Yeah,
we're experimenting.
We're experimenting. We've got sexual experimenting, and this is going to be the best season.
We've got a bit of sexual healing going on as well.
Yeah, like Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Sexual healing.
So that'd be a good song to do on karaoke. Okay, so thank you everyone. We'll be back. Me and Rich will be back next week. Anyway.
We'll be back.
We're going to do something.
We'll do something, yeah.
And then Carl's doing something I want to do, and I hate him for it. And then we're coming back again, and it'll be Rich's birthday podcast.
Woohoo!
We're gonna have banners. We're gonna have popcorn. We're gonna have big
strippers,
bright fucking
strippers,
purple dildos.
Kelly Brook's
coming.
And the Anunnaki will be coming in as well.
The Anunnaki.
Well, he won't be able to get in because he's a giant.
Too big.
Too big. You have to wait. We'll have to interview him.
Stick his cock through the door.
He could do, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Big concrete cock.
Yeah. And hopefully, folks, Trump and Musk make it up.
Yeah, I hope they make it up and have a big huddle.
Big kiss, big huddle. And
the world doesn't end.
And the world doesn't end.
Yeah.
In
a flaming ball of
orange makeup.
Orange makeup. Yeah. Right, we're going.
Goodbye, folks.
Thank you very much.
It'd be the same colour as the planet X.
It would be.
He wouldn't even notice it.
Goodbye.
Orange with a wiggle.
Bye.